Welcome to the World Explained. Although the cryptocurrency Bitcoin exists for years, private investors could not form a majority so far. Beside those which operate online business, Bitcoin was above all in the hands of some speculators. Companies that earn their money by mining digital money also have larger stocks. But that changed slowly. More and more private individuals are buying smaller or larger quantities of Bitcoin. The reasons for this are manifold. The low interest rate policy of recent years means that many savers are desperately looking for new investment opportunities. Other forms of investment have become loss-making in the long run. Trust in the stock markets has also never fully recovered from the big crash of 2008. Small investors in particular have become much more cautious about who they entrust their money to. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin offer an opportunity for high investment profits due to the high price volatility. Owing to most diverse software, the market for private investors is also particularly simply accessible. Entry is already possible with small investment amounts. And just as with the purchase of shares, it is not necessary to go through an elaborate study of investment literature. No miracle that Bitcoin is highly in the course with investors. Advocates of the cryptocurrencies prophesy again and again that today's national currencies and cash will one day be completely replaced by digital money. Anyone who has never dealt with the subject before may find this absurd. But in fact there is widespread criticism of conventional money. Its value as a means of payment depends above all on trust in the central bank and government. Again and again, situations such as hyperinflation, which occurred for example after the occupation of Germany after World War I, show what happens when money loses its value. With many cryptocurrencies, the maximum money supply is limited from the outset, so that this danger does not exist. In addition, Bitcoin is managed decentrally, so that trust in a single actor is not necessary. Bitcoin has only been able to establish itself as a means of payment to a very limited extent. The number of companies that accept Bitcoin is manageable. At supermarket checkouts in many places, however, this is not possible. Even online, Bitcoin is hardly more than a marginal phenomenon as a means of payment. None of the internet giants offers this payment option. This has to do with the corporations and governments' own power ambitions. They would rather introduce their own digital currency, which they then control. So what is the reason for the low penetration of Bitcoin as a means of payment? On the one hand, the high exchange rate fluctuations make it almost impossible to calculate precisely. And on the other hand, the duration of transactions at the checkout is simply too long. The infrastructure for solving these reasons is not available in most countries and is not even desired. But the biggest problem is certainly that any currency can only establish itself if a large part of the population accepts and uses it. Due to the scattered fear and uncertainties caused by the media, banks and governments, Bitcoin will therefore never establish itself as a dominant currency, and it will disappear like all the other cryptocurrencies. Thank you for watching The World Explained, and I'll see you in the next video. So make sure to subscribe and have a wonderful day.